So yesterday it was rainy, kind of icky out for the month. I don't know. It's one of those days where you just don't know what kind of clothes to wear or really feel like doing anything. And so I sort of took the day off for me, anyways, off. I mean, I still had barn chores and everything, and then I came out here to do some work later in the afternoon. Everything I touched just like turned to crap. So it's like just gonna go with it and not do anything for the day. And so I am ready to go today, and I've got an ambitious list. I don't know if I'll get to it all, but I'm gonna grab the mower and mow this little field here and all the manure piles in the inner fields around the barnyard, and watch Toby when I start up the lawnmower. He hates the lawnmower for some reason. That and the vacuum cleaner, anything noisy, he just barks at it like wants to, like an attack dog. It's crazy. And I don't know what the deal is with that. And then I'm gonna give you a quick little garden tour because things are starting to pop up and it looks great. So I'm gonna mow. I'm gonna take care of this pile over here. So I'm gonna get the metal planters that I got. They're all assembled, and I need to get some partially composted manure in them and get things planted in there that are gonna grow quickly since it's already almost June. So I'll be doing that, keeping an eye on Big John, who's out there. He's out in the big field today, which is okay, but I'm going to be out here. So if he starts leaning on the fence, I'm going to be keeping an eye on him. And then I have a bunch of fence posts in front of the 4-stall barn that I need to uh, get out of the ground. So, or I'm just going to have to take my little chainsaw and cut them off ground level. I don't want to do that. I'd rather prefer to salvage them because fence posts are kind of expensive. And then there's a couple junk piles I'd like to get loaded up in the truck and maybe run to the dump tomorrow. So this is one of the junk piles I'd like to get rid of. A lot of this stuff, uh, maybe, I don't know, some of it is damage from the flood that flowed into our field, like this thing. I could probably, I don't know, I need a new chainsaw blade, so mine's kind of dull, but, partial railroad tie. This is one of the fence posts from the front that broke off in the floodwaters. This is from the wisteria that I pulled off. And then there's actually some good 2x4s in here. So I'm going to sort through this, get all of the lumber where into the storage shed that I have. And I don't know what I want to do with these blue things. I would really like to get something set up where I can fill them up with water, some sort of rainwater catchment system. So I don't know. That's something that I'm going to be mulling over here over the next couple of weeks. But I'm going to get those out of the way, and I'm going to put some of my metal planters that I got here along this because it's real easy because the hose is right there to water them and it gets nice sunlight. So maybe I'll plant sunflowers and corn right there. So off to the garden. Okay, quick garden tour here. This is, well, right now it's all borage, but we're going to have other things coming up in here. But it's starting to fill in, which is nice. All through here. And I made some borage tea this morning, and it was fabulous. A very nice, mild flavor, faintly sweet, like honey, and like honey and cucumber, really. So I just picked, I filled up a little tea bag with these blue flowers and some of the inner leaves, and I'm gonna pick some up and dry it this afternoon. Here's the red onions coming along good. I should probably plant some more over here. Coming up. A couple sunflowers here. And look how tall these are getting. They are, I don't know, almost waist high now. They grow fast. They have to if they're going to get to be 12 feet. These are my radishes. And I harvest the greens off these and some roots, not all of them. I'm probably going to let those go to seed so I can have radish seeds. There's my fava beans. And I'm going to plant another planter or two with more fava beans. Got patches of, oh, what did I step on? I hope that wasn't a snail. Okay, corn, squash, sunflowers, green beans. In fact, these seeds were saved from 2023. So when they say that you can't save seeds year over year, it's not true. they last a good long while if you store them correctly. This one is waist high. There's that. We have Buster, Matilda, and Sugar. He has claimed them. Here's my zucchini. And my cucumbers started coming up, and I have so many. And I'm not going to separate those out. I'm going to leave them and let them go. So I'm going to have a lot of cucumbers. Here's my tomatoes. I should probably get a little stand for some of these. I've got tomatoes coming on. Almost every single one of them does. But look how green and thriving those are. And I've got some strawberries here. Sunflower room. Green beans, potatoes, a couple sunflowers, Jerusalem artichokes. This bed alone has a ton in it. I cannot wait till the Jerusalem artichokes come up. There's a bunch of dill in here. Finally, it germinated. I think it just wasn't warm enough for it. Dill everywhere in here. There we go. Everything mowed. I got all the manure spread out, and now it's time to get that lumber moved and put in the right spot. Maybe some of it in the back of my truck for a dump run tomorrow, and get a couple planters set up over there. Look at that. You see it, bald eagle? I cannot wait to get this cleaned up. I am so sick of looking at it. These boards here have been here like this for probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 years at least. They came off that shelter over there. Hey, Polly. Oh my goodness, you're a loudmouth. So I think some of it can be salvaged. What I'd like to do is get the saw out and chop some of it up, but it's just too time consuming. I don't have time for that kind of stuff anymore. I just want to get it cleaned up. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull my truck over here and get this stuff in the back of the truck. Okay, so I got all the lumber moved out of here. It's in the back of my truck here. It's actually quite a lot. And then there are some 2x4s and some other boards that I kept, but the rest of this stuff, I just want to get rid of it. I don't know what in the world is in here, but it is insanely heavy. Need to get that moved. I would just take this to the dump too, but I don't know. Maybe we could burn branches or something in it a little at a time. But I'll need to get a new chainsaw blade because I'm going to have to chop them like in half or something. So these are full. Are they all full? Full of water, all of them. So going to empty them. I'm going to rake all this up, empty these, and I'm going to move them down there. And then figure out what I'm going to do for water catchment. It's a lot of water. All right, well, I'm going to let those drain. Okay. Those two are empty. I kind of hose them down, but I'm gonna have to clean them off a little bit better. But I'm gonna go ahead and just get them moved while those two drain. I can't wait to get this set up. It's gonna be awesome. I got another one set up here too. So these two, and then this. Oh, let me fix that gravel here. There we go. So I can't get gravel